Hello and welcome, dear viewers of Zarin International Television. I am Sandra Smith and I'm here to bring you the latest news for this hour.
Local sources have reported clashes between Taliban members and Pakistani border guards in the Badakhshan district of Helmand province. Afghanistan International's observers have reportedly said that the armed clashes began early this morning and are still currently ongoing. Video footage released from Badakhshan clearly shows Taliban militant forces moving around, and the sound of gunfire can evidently be heard. Hamid Karzai, the former president of the country, met with Araghchi, Iran's foreign minister, in Rome. Mr. Karzai also met with representatives of 5 Western countries during his trip to Germany, including President Trump's representative from the United States and Prime Minister Starmer of Britain. Sources say his meeting with Araghchi took place at the Embassy of the Islamic Republic of Iran in Rome. In these meetings, consultations were held on how to implement national dialogue and form a national government. Local Arabs from Badakhshan said that Abdulhaq Basik, the head of the Taliban intelligence agency, is trying to quell the protest of the people of Badakhshan by distributing money. These sources say that, including Basik and Fasihuddin Fitrat, the heads of the Taliban front, have given money to the families of the victims and to the discontented Taliban leaders from Badakhshan and have promised positions and posts to some of the dissidents. However, according to the sources, the people and the dissatisfaction have not been completely subdued yet. Ahmad Jan Massoud, the former vice president of the country, says that the situation in Afghanistan and the Taliban regime are in contradiction with the principles of an inclusive government. The former vice president of Afghanistan, in an article he published, has suggested that a peace conference be held under the supervision of the United Nations. The Taliban's Minister of Agriculture announced that forged documents issued during the previous government have no legal validity. Omari said on Wednesday at a training workshop that resolving land disputes is one of the Taliban's priorities. He emphasized that only documents that are legal and have maintained their original structure are considered valid. The Taliban's Ministry of Foreign Affairs has not provided further clarification on this matter. The Afghanistan Journalists Center has announced that Sulaiman Rahal, the director of Kushal Radio in Ghazni province, has been sentenced to 3 months in prison for publishing content on Facebook. The center has called the justification for this action unfair and non-transparent and has condemned it. Reports indicate that Sulaiman Rahal has addressed social issues, including economic poverty, on social media. Zalmay Khalilzad, the former U.S. envoy for Afghanistan, has praised the Taliban's move to prevent their forces from participating in jihad outside the country. By sharing a video of a speech by one of the group's officials in which jihad abroad without the emir's permission was deemed illegitimate, he described these remarks as a positive step. This week, a Taliban member declared that the participation of the group's fighters in foreign wars with the intention of jihad is not permissible. The activities of the armed group Jaish al-Adl in the western border regions of Afghanistan have significantly and negatively impacted the Taliban's diplomatic relations with Iran. This report confirms that the Jaish al-Adl group is present in the provinces of Nimroz, Farah, Herat, and Helmand, and is divided into 2 branches led by Sheikh Zia and Maulawi Nematullah. The armed group Jaish al-Adl is mostly made up of Sunni Baloch and operates in Iran's Sistan and Baluchistan province against the government of that country. Donald Trump, President of the United States, said during ongoing nuclear negotiations with Iran that he seeks an agreement allowing full inspections and even destruction of nuclear facilities without harming individuals. He emphasized the talks are progressing positively and a solution is possible. For the first time, the Taliban have officially called on the people of Afghanistan in a statement to participate in nationwide protests in support of Gaza. In the statement released by the Taliban's Ministry of Hajj and Virtue, Israel is referred to as the Zionist and usurping regime, which, according to the Taliban, is committing genocide in Gaza. In this statement, the Taliban have called on the people and mosque imams to raise their voices in protest across Afghanistan tomorrow, Friday. According to reports, a senior official in the Trump administration has said that the United States intends to finalize a draft agreement with Hamas soon. And according to Hamas, this agreement includes the release of 10 Israeli prisoners in exchange for the release of a number of Palestinian prisoners, a permanent ceasefire, the complete withdrawal of Israeli forces from Gaza, the delivery of humanitarian aid, and the transfer of Gaza's administration to a professional company. However, Israel's Channel 12 has reported that Israeli officials are unaware of such an agreement.
Thank you, dear viewers, for your continued support. You can watch Zarin TV on Afghan Procast, Jlwiz, Zarin TV app, and our social media platforms. Until next time, may you be held in the peace and mercy of the divine. Take care, and may blessings always follow your path.